The fourth step and the last step to calculate the flow statement is that the preparation of fund flow statement. So the fund flow statement, it is a statement in a summary form indicating the sources and utilization of fund or application of fund in a business concern. So it is a fund flow statement means it is a statement. It is in a summary form and it includes the sources of fund and application of fund. Sources of fund means there is an inflow of cash. When there is an inflow of cash, then it is considered as a sources of fund. When there is an outflow of cash or where the cash is going out, then it is considered as the application of fund. So the format to calculate the fund flow statement is the statement of sources and application of fund is that. So here we have to record all the sources and here we have to record all the application. So we'll see one by one what are the sources of funds. Issue of share capital. So when we issue the shares, the business will get the cash, right? So that is it is source. Then issue of debenture also. When it is the business issue the debenture, it will get the cash. Then long-term loans and advances. When the company take long-term loans, maybe 5 years, 10 years loan, then it is a source because the money is coming in. Then sale of fixed asset. When we sell the fixed asset, maybe plant, machinery, furniture, we will receive the cash. So it is a source of fund. Then sale of investment. If the company sells any investment, then the company receives. So it is a receives money. So it is a source of fund. Next is the fund from operation. This fund from operation will get from the third step. That is the calculation of fund from operation. So here there are two methods, right, in that to calculate the fund from operation. So if it is fund from operation means it is a source of fund. If it is a fund to operation means it is the application of fund. Then non-trading incomes. If there are any non-trading incomes, then it is a source of fund. Then decrease in the working capital. So this decrease in working capital will get from the first step of calculation of fund flow statement, that is the calculation of schedule of changes in working capital. So in that step, the first one is here if we get any decrease in the working capital, then we have to consider that it is a source of fund. So all these are the source. Then we'll see the application, that is the increase in the working capital. So if it is an increase in the working capital, it means that there is a application of fund. Then redemption of shares. If the shares are reducing means there is a outflow of fund, so we considered it as a application of fund. Then redemption of debenture also. Then repayment of loans. We have taken the loan, but now we are repaying the loan amount. There is a outflow of fund, so it is a application of fund. Then payment of dividend to the shareholders, that is also outflow of fund. Then purchase of investment. If the company is purchasing any investment or it is investing in any other, so it has to pay money, right? So it is a outflow of fund. Then purchase of fixed asset. If the company purchase any fixed asset, it has to pay cash, so it is the outflow of fund, that is application of fund. Then non-trading expenses. If there are any non-trading expenses, then the company has to pay that, that is the outflow of fund. Then the last one is the fund to operation, that is I have already explained. If there is a fund from operation, we have to record sources of fund. If it is a fund to operation, then it is a application of fund. Then we have to make a total. Here but both the sides total should tally, like sources and application should be equal, so it should tally. So this is the last step to calculate the fund flow statement. So in order to calculate the fund flow statement, you have to follow all these four steps. That is the first one is the calculation of schedule of changes in the working capital, and the second step is preparation of necessary ledger accounts. Then the third step is calculation of fund from operation, and the last step is the calculation of fund flow statement, that is sources and application of fund. So in case of any treatment of the special items, we'll see how we have to treat. So the first one is the proposed dividend. So here the proposed dividend, how to treat this? Proposed dividend may be treated as a non-current liability, and the proposed dividend for the current year should be debited to the adjusted profit and loss account, or it is added back to the current profit. That is, while calculating the fund from operation, we have to add this. Then in order to find out the fund from operation, and the dividend paid will be shown as the application of fund, because when we pay the dividend the cash will go, right? So it is considered as the application of fund in the calculation of fund flow statement. That is the fourth step. Then a dividend proposed last year is assumed to have been paid during the year. So that is the treatment of a proposed dividend. The next one is dividend paid. Sometimes the proposed dividend is not given in the balance sheet. So but dividend paid is given under adjustment. So they have not given the dividend paid in the balance sheet, but they have given in the adjustment. In such cases, it is added back to the net profit while calculating the fund from operation. So while calculating the fund from operation, that is the third step, we have to add that dividend paid that is given in the adjustment, and it should also be taken in the fund flow statement as the application of fund. So like that we have to treat the dividend paid. And the third one is the interim dividend. So how to treat this? Interim dividend is always given as the additional information. So it is always given in the additional information, not in the balance sheet or anything. So it should be added back to the net profit, or it is debited in profit and loss adjustment account while calculating the fund from operation, and it should also taken as the application of fund in fund flow statement. So whatever information that is given in the adjustment, we have to record twice, right? So first, this dividend, interim dividend, it is always given in the additional information or adjustment, so we have to record twice, one in the while calculating fund from operation, then one more is that in fund flow statement we have to consider application. Next one is the proposed provision for taxation. So here it is treated as the non-current liability, and in this case a ledger account is prepared for this item in the worksheet. The closing balance figure on the credit side, and being the provision made during the year, should be taken to the debit side of the adjusted profit and loss account for calculating the fund from operation. So here we have to if there is any treatment of this provision for taxation, it is a non-current liability, so we have to prepare a separate ledger account for this. And the closing balancing figure is the being the provisions made during the year, so we have to record that as the debit side of the profit and loss adjusted account for calculating the fund from operation, and the amount of tax paid will be shown as the application in the fund flow statement. Because the tax paid, when the business pays the tax, there is the outflow of cash, so we have to record under the application of fund in while calculating the fund flow statement. So all these are the treatment of the special items, how we have to treat this.